Hey, are you an ideas person? If so, good. Have you always had more ideas than time, more concepts and execution, and more like what ifs than actual finished products? See, for years, that was a liability. The world belonged to the people who could build stuff, and this was like my biggest frustration. The advice was always, ideas are cheap, execution is everything. And they weren't wrong, right? Like that was just the reality of the world, because building was really, really difficult. Geez, like we spent a fortune on some things. You needed engineers, you needed capital, you needed like infrastructure, and you needed time. Like loads and loads of time. So ideas were abundant, but execution, well, that was scarce. So execution won. But something fundamental has changed now. You see, the difference between idea and prototype, that's collapsed. You can now sketch an app idea in the morning and have a working version by the weekend. You could describe a product and then you could generate a first version instantly. You can validate demand before you spend $1 building the final thing. Execution used to filter ideas, but now execution amplifies them. And that flips the script. Because when execution becomes easy, the volumes of ideas, will they explode? Which means the real question is no longer, can this be built? The real question is, should it? And that's a very different problem. You see, in a world where anyone can generate 100 SaaS products, the advantage isn't building number 101. It's seeing the gap that nobody else noticed. In Decaside, I spoke about falling in hate. Find the idea you want to solve. In a world where AI can produce endless content, the advantage isn't producing more of it. It's saying, what's worth doing, what's worth saying. This is where idea quality starts to matter again, but not like in a romantic way, not in the genius inventor way, in a strategic way. Can you spot a real pain point, like something that's really frustrating? Can you identify underpriced value? Can you see a distribution angle? Can you combine two ideas in a way that creates some leverage for you? Because ideas are no longer blocked by logistics. They're tested by reality. And here's the paradox. Execution used to protect bad ideas. They just never got built. Now bad ideas get built instantly, which means they fail instantly, which is actually good because now you can run more idea experiments than ever before. You don't need to be right. You just need to iterate intelligently. The advantage then shifts to product, right, to problem selection, market insight, timing, pattern recognition. In other words, thinking. This is the first time in history where being the ideas person is not actually an insult because you no longer need to convince somebody else to build your thinking. It's your time. You can test it yourself. But that comes with responsibility. Spider-Man. If execution is cheap, then your thinking has to be better because the market is flooded. And in a flooded market, good ideas win. Not volume, not speed, not noise. Good ideas. If the first shift was the future is evenly distributed, well, the second shift is that the distance between the idea and reality is almost zero, which means ideas aren't cheap anymore. Unexamined ideas are. Bad ideas are. And the people who learn how to choose, refine, and test their good ideas well, you're about to dominate in this era, and I'm excited for you.